Welcome to the Fixed Player Picks for Gameweek 21. At number 5 is our differential pick this week, Junior Stanislas. With an overall ownership of around 1.8%, the Bournemouth midfielder is still very much under the radar. Since returning from injury in Game Week 18, Stanislas has gone on to start each of the following 2 Premier League games. His 4 shots on target during that period is level with the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Dele Alli. Only Daniel Sturridge has managed more. Stanislas has also produced 4 attempted assists during the last 2 game weeks, which is a similar output to the likes of Dimitri Payet and Gylfi Sigurdsson, who've each managed 5 attempted assists in the same period. Up next for Bournemouth is an away trip to Hull, a side that sit bottom of the league table and have had less time to recover and prepare for this weekend's game due to their EFL Cup fixture against Man United midweek. In the last 5 Premier League games, Hull have taken just 1 point and have conceded a total of 12 goals. Only Swansea have conceded more. At number 4, it's Danny Rose. The Spurs fullback has benefited from an advanced wingback role in the 3-4-2-1 system used by Pochettino in recent weeks that has allowed him to provide even more of an attacking threat. In the last 5 Premier League games, Danny Rose has returned 1 goal, 2 assists and 3 clean sheets. He's ranked second in terms of attempted assists amongst defenders, with his 12 attempted assists being beaten only by teammate Kyle Walker, who's produced 14 attempted assists over the last 6 game weeks. Up next for Spurs is a home fixture against West Brom. Despite enjoying a fairly good season, Tony Pulis's side have struggled in the big games, losing to Arsenal, Man United and Chelsea in recent weeks, and failing to score in any of those 3 matches. At number 3, it's Christian Eriksen. With 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 6 Premier League games, the Spurs midfielder looks to have finally found some consistency in terms of his FPL returns. His 30 attempts on goal during the last 6 game weeks is more than any other player, and the 21 attempted assists produced by Eriksen over that period can be beaten only by Dimitri Payet, who's managed 26 attempted assists. Spurs have been on a good run of form of late. Their win against Chelsea in Game Week 20 means they've now won each of their last 5 Premier League games. They've scored 15 goals during that period, which is at least 4 goals more than any other team in the league. So there's even an argument to support the idea of doubling up on Spurs midfielders, for those who already own the informed Dele Alli. In Game Week 21, they host a West Brom side that are enjoying a successful season so far, sitting in 8th place in the league table. The Baggies have, however, been unusually poor defensively, having kept just 3 clean sheets this season. They failed to keep a clean sheet in any of their last 8 Premier League games. At number 2, it's Jermain Defoe. The Sunderland striker has had a surprisingly strong start to the season, which has seen him score 11 Premier League goals so far. That puts him level with Sergio Aguero and Romelu Lukaku, and only Alexis Sanchez, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Diego Costa have managed more goals at this stage of the season. In the last 6 game weeks, the 13 shots from inside the area managed by Defoe is more than Chelsea's Diego Costa has managed, and only Ibrahimovic has managed more amongst forwards. Penalty duties have been a big source of goals for the 34-year-old striker. Sunderland have won 5 penalties so far this season, only Spurs and Man City have been awarded more. Defoe has, however, converted every single one of his team's penalties, and no team have scored more goals from penalties than Sunderland this season. In Game Week 21, Sunderland host a Stoke side that have won just 1 of their last 5 Premier League games, conceding 10 goals in the process. Only Hull and Swansea have conceded more goals during the same period. And at number 1, it's our headline pick this week, Olivier Giroud. The French forward has forced his way back into the starting lineup with a goal in each of his last 3 Premier League games, taking his total for the season up to 6 goals in 13 appearances. Giroud's goals have been important ones too. He scored the only goal against West Brom a couple of weeks ago to secure the 3 points for his side, and more recently, he inspired a late comeback against Bournemouth, providing 1 goal and 2 assists in Arsenal's 3-3 draw. In the last 3 game weeks, Giroud's 6 shots on target can be beaten only by Ibrahimovic, Sturridge and Sanchez. Up next for Arsenal is a trip to a struggling Swansea side. They sit in 19th place in the league table, and their win against Crystal Palace last game week is their only win from their last 5 Premier League games. The Welsh side have conceded 14 goals over that period, and no team in the league have conceded more. And remember, you can upload your current FPL squad into Fix for free to get customized stats and optimization tools. Spy on your opponent's transfers before the game week deadline and identify differential transfers to gain points advantage specific to your mini-league or individual FPL opponents. This feature can be used for up to 5 mini-leagues with a maximum of 25 players in each. If you're subscribed to Fix Rivals, you can upload individual opponents into the feature and they'll appear under the Rivals tab. There are 4 main tools within this feature, which you'll see along the top of the page. Select Mini League Live to get live squad statistics and real-time ranks for immediate Mini League ranking statistics. Here you'll be able to see the average points for the Mini League in the current game week, the top 3 captain picks for the current game week, and the expected average for the approaching game week. Underneath these statistics, you'll see a complete list of the teams within your Mini League. Click on the arrow next to each team name in order to bring up the players owned by that opponent. Player names in black indicate that you both own that player, while player names in colour indicate that you don't own that player. Select Transfer Spy to track your opponent's squads. You can spy on up to 10 opponents across Rivals or your mini-leagues. To do so, simply click the Spy button for each opponent that you'd like to spy on. Then, as soon as your opponent makes a transfer, you'll be notified through an email alert, with the transfer information our algorithms have reverse engineered. You can also show the transfer information for an opponent by clicking the arrow next to their team name in the list. Please note that if a player makes more than one transfer at the same time, in a game week, our algorithm is unable to reverse engineer the transfer information due to the number of variables. Select Optimization to show player ownership statistics across your mini-leagues. The Fix algorithm will calculate the optimal player transfer move for your squad to maximize points returns whilst providing a differential against each mini-league or Rivals opponent. Select the Ownership option in order to understand player ownership statistics across your mini-league and Rivals opponents, with player ownership stats for both above and below you. Find players that are projected to score well over the next 5 game weeks and also have low ownership amongst your mini-league or Rivals opponents. Players highlighted in grey are those that are already in your current squad. Improve your FPL performance with Fix predictive stats. Click the link in the description below to get started.